Well, it's a bit later in the Sunday afternoon now. It's starting to get dark. Or maybe that's just because of we got rain coming in or something. I had one more whiskey that I bought this weekend. That since I've had all the others, I might as well go for it. I had the Tin Cup Colorado whiskey. I had the Cardew 12. I had the Penderyn Madeira Finish Welsh whiskey. And now I have another one that as soon as I saw it on the shelf, it was a must-have. I tried this at the most recent whiskey festival. What had happened was we were standing at the Black Bottle. We were trying some Black Bottle. Now, I had some Black Bottle already, so I didn't need to try it. But they had something else there, which was, I believe, a Deanston, which I have reviewed here. The Deanston was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. In fact, I still have half a bottle. It's aged in ex-bourbon barrels, but then it's finished in virgin oak. The Deanston is very nice. No frills, no bullshit, just straightforward. Here you go, there's your whiskey. No fancy marketing, no, impressive tubes or no flowery story on the side of the box or anything like that. It's just here. Here's your Deanston virgin oak finish and enjoy. I like that. It's plain and simple. Here, what I have. I've had Bunnahabhain before. I enjoyed Bunnahabhain every time. And every time it's been the 12-year-old, which is a nice, light, easy-drinking single malt from the island of Islay. But it only has a very small trace of smoke or peatiness. You can pick it up, but it's elusive. You'll take a pull on it and you go, oh, okay, there's nothing there. And then you go, oh, wait a minute, there's a little bit of smoke, there's a little bit of peat, just a little bit. And then after you've tasted it, it's gone. This is a peated Bunnahabhain. This is Bunnahabhain, I hope I pronounce it right, CEOBANACH. Yeah. CEOBANACH, or CEOBANA. I don't know if the CH is silent at the end or not. The story here is, this limited batch Bunnahabhain CEOBANACH, pronounced CEOBANACH. CEOBANACH! I was right. And meaning smoky mist from the Scots Gaelic, began with a dream of Ian Macmillan, our master distiller. His desire was to reflect the 19th century origin of Bunnahabhain, both the place and the single malt's charming, complex character. Ian took inspiration from life on Islay in the 1800s when the whole community was dependent on peat for warmth, fuel, and trade, a time when smoke from the open fires mingled with the salty sea air to create a smoky mist you could almost taste. Sounds like the fogs of London in the 1800s with all the coal smoke. Many years of careful nurturing have resulted in an unchill-filtered single malt bursting with complex layers of natural flavor evocative of times long past. The lemon gold liquid has been matured in ex-bourbon casks for over 10 years. That's good. Producing a rich, sweet, creamy oak maltiness on the palate, complementing the intensely peated, fragrant smoke on the nose. Appearance, lemon gold. Nose, I can't really see that too well, even with these reading glasses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nose it and taste it for myself and tell you what I'm getting. So it's 750 mils. It's bottled at 46.3 percent alcohol by volume, or 46.3 ABV. It is a black-looking bottle with Bunnahabhain and the sailor medallion. See the sailor there? He's the sailor. Limited batch Bunnahabhain CEOBANACH was created to reflect the intensely peated. Oh, it says the same thing here as it does on the outside of the tube. Now, get the dispense of this. Now, where's the opening? Ah, there it is. Come on, you CEOBANACH. Got you now. And the little foil cap comes off. They only make this stuff for about a month of the year. The rest of the time they're making other. They're not doing peated at Bunnahabhain. It's peated is a special thing. So when I saw it on the shelf, I'm going, oh wow, I can only get this or it's only being made 1 month in the year. And very recently, Benedict Learning was tasting this with the master distiller, or one of the guys at Bunnahabhain. And Ralphie also just reviewed the Bunnahabhain 12, but not the CEOBANACH. Well, he wouldn't review CEOBANACH because it doesn't have an age statement, even though it says over 10 years on the back. So it's a 10-year-old. Oh, do that again. Huh. This one must have fallen over when I took a corner. The wet cork should not affect the flavor too much. If I remember, it was a bit like a Port Charlotte in that the peat was not medicinal, in that it was more of a bonfire peat than a medicinal peat. So rather than being like a Lafroig, it was more like a Lagavulin, I'd want to say. Oh, right away. Seaweed and peat. Get rid of these because I can't see through them. Right away. Seaweed. Seaweed and smoke, iodine. Classic. Classic Isla peat. Along with the smoke and seaweed and iodine. Now I'm starting to get some fruity flavors. I'm starting to get some, I don't know. The smoke is still there, but it's fading. It's becoming more of a bonfire smoke, like a wood smoke, than a peat smoke. There's that fruity, I don't know if you call it pear. It's not apple. There's quite a bit of fruit on that nose. The fruit is still there, but it sort of parts to the sides. And the smoke is still there, but it parts on the sides and gives you a fruit. Bananas a little bit. Citrus a little bit. Lemon. Yeah, lemon, orange, nectarine. But still there's the smoke. And it's a bonfire smoke. Definitely a bonfire smoke. This is gonna be good. Let's taste it now. We're into 10 minutes. I should taste it. Ooh. Intense. It starts off with the smoke. It starts off as a bonfire smoke. And it sort of morphs into a more road tar kind of smoke. But then when the smoke subsides, there's fruit, salty, now I'm getting salty sea spray. Let's cleanse the palate and try that again. Okay. Bunnahabhain CEOBANACH, take 2. The time in the glass, the smoke gets a lot thinner. And it hasn't been that much time in the glass. What's it been, 6 or 7 minutes? Definitely bonfire smoke that morphs into road tar. There are citrus notes surrounding it, or enveloped by it, I can't tell which. And so I'm getting smoke, citrus, and the aftertaste is more citrus, less smoke. Very smooth citrus aftertaste. The smoke kind of coats the sides and the palate and between the cheek and the teeth. But in the middle, I'm getting citrus, lemon and orange, nectarine kind of thing. This CEOBANACH is quite nice. It's not as intense as the Lefroy. It's not even as intense as the Port Charlotte. More fruity than an Ardbeg. If you can imagine a Bunnahabhain 12, excuse me, with its light, easy drinking character, and you take that little tiny bit of peat that you taste on a Bunnahabhain 12, and you turn it up to 103, this is what you get. It's quite nice. And I think it's raining and stormy outside, so it's the perfect scotch for that. Anyway, I have gone on along, haven't I? I've blathered on. It seems after I've had a couple of drams in me, I tend to talk and talk and talk and go on and go on and go on. So without any further ado, slancha.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.